There is a secret that many doctors rarely explain, yet it quietly decides whether you sleep peacefully or wake up again and again during the night. Most seniors think nighttime urination is simply part of aging, something you must accept after 60. But the truth is, hidden inside your daily meals are silent triggers that either calm your bladder or make it restless. The surprising part is that just five simple foods can protect you, while another five common foods may be stealing your sleep without you realizing it. Today, I'm going to show you how to use these foods wisely so that your nights become calmer, your mornings feel lighter, and your energy returns. These are not expensive pills or complicated treatments, but everyday items already in your home. Once you learn which to embrace and which to avoid, you will discover that better sleep is much closer than you ever thought. Before we begin, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Where are you watching this video? What time are you watching it? Please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe so you never miss these simple, life-changing health tips. So let's unlock this secret together, starting with what really happens inside the body after 60 and why even small food choices can shape every single night of rest. Why the body changes. After 60. After the age of 60, the body begins to follow a different rhythm. And one of the first things to shift is a hormone called vasopressin. This hormone normally tells the kidneys to slow down at night, almost like a gentle signal saying, now it's time to rest. But when vasopressin levels drop with age, the kidneys keep working at full speed, even while the mind and body are trying to sleep. That is why many older adults find themselves waking once, twice, or even three times during the night, not because of thirst or illness, but simply because the kidneys are still busy filtering and producing urine. It feels frustrating, like your body no longer respects the quiet hours you desperately need for deep rest. At the same time, the bladder itself becomes more sensitive. In younger years, it could hold nearly 2 cups of fluid before sending an urgent signal to the brain. But after 60, those nerves may fire much earlier, sometimes after just half a glass has collected. The signal feels just as strong as before, and yet, when you reach the bathroom, only a small amount is released. This mismatch between reality and sensation leaves many seniors anxious, wondering if something is wrong, when in fact, it is simply the way the aging bladder communicates. Food and drink choices can make this situation better or worse. Having cola coffee or spicy curry at night quietly stimulates the bladder, creating stronger urges and more frequent awakenings. On the other hand, calming foods with minerals like magnesium or zinc can relax the muscles, reduce false alarms, and help the bladder hold longer without discomfort. Even the timing of dinner plays a role. Eating heavily late in the evening puts extra pressure on the bladder, while a lighter, earlier meal allows the body to settle before bedtime. These changes may sound discouraging, but they are not a sentence you must endure. By understanding how your body works and making thoughtful decisions each evening, you can gently guide your nights back toward peace and your mornings back toward energy. 5. Foods you should eat to prevent nighttime urination. When we reach 60, our bodies begin to handle food and fluid in very different ways, and even the smallest choices can quietly decide whether we sleep soundly or wake up multiple times in the night. Doctors often emphasize the importance of medical treatment, but what many seniors overlook is the role of daily diet. Certain foods, simple and affordable, can reduce strain on the kidneys, calm the bladder, and balance the body's fluid levels. By eating wisely, you can give yourself the chance to rest without constant interruptions and begin each morning with more energy. Let us explore 5 foods that science supports as natural aids for better nights. 1. Oats. Oats are a classic breakfast food in America, yet they carry benefits that extend far beyond the morning meal. Oats contain soluble fiber, a special type of fiber that dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance inside the digestive tract. This process slows the absorption of sugar, preventing sudden spikes and drops in blood glucose. When blood sugar remains steady, the kidneys do not have to flush out excess sugar through urine, which means they produce less fluid overnight. This single effect helps reduce the number of times older adults are forced to get up during sleep. Oats also provide a calming, steady release of energy, which avoids the restlessness many people feel before bedtime when they consume refined carbohydrates. The nervous system remains balanced and the bladder experiences fewer unnecessary signals. Nutritionists often note that a diet higher in fiber is linked to improved sleep quality, and oats are one of the most affordable and widely available sources of that fiber. The best way to benefit from oats is to prepare them simply. A bowl of oatmeal in the morning builds a steady foundation for the day, while a smaller portion in the afternoon prevents evening hunger without overloading digestion. Instead of adding sugar or heavy cream, consider topping with soft fruits like banana slices or a dusting of cinnamon. For Indian households, oats can be prepared as upma or khichdi with mild spices, offering variety without losing health benefits. For Americans, overnight oats with almond milk and blueberries provide a convenient bladder-friendly snack. 2. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are often thrown away after cooking, yet they contain powerful nutrients that support urinary health. They are especially rich in zinc, a mineral involved in maintaining prostate function, and phytosterols, plant compounds that help reduce prostate enlargement. For older men, this is critical because an enlarged prostate can block urine flow and cause frequent nighttime urination. Women also benefit from pumpkin seeds as zinc supports tissue repair and keeps bladder muscles strong and steady. Scientific studies suggest that diets higher in pumpkin seed extract improve urinary flow and reduce urgency in men with mild prostate issues. For seniors who prefer natural approaches, this food provides a safe and effective option. In addition, pumpkin seeds contain magnesium, which relaxes muscles, including those of the bladder, reducing unwanted contractions during the night. The recommended serving is about 1 ounce or 28 grams, which equals a small handful. Eating them in the afternoon is best because late-night snacking on seeds may still add fluid pressure before bed. Avoid salted or flavored versions which increase thirst and push you to drink more water. Plain roasted seeds chewed slowly provide the greatest benefit. In Indian kitchens, pumpkin seeds can be sprinkled over salads or blended into chutneys, while in American homes, they can be enjoyed with yogurt or as part of a homemade trail mix. 3. Sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are not only comforting and tasty, they also carry significant benefits for fluid balance. They are packed with potassium, a mineral that helps regulate sodium levels and reduces water retention. For seniors, this matters greatly because excess fluid often collects in the legs during the day and then shifts back into circulation at night when lying down. This sudden movement increases the workload on the kidneys, leading to more urine production. Eating potassium-rich foods like sweet potatoes helps the body process this fluid more evenly, easing strain on the bladder. Another advantage of sweet potatoes is their high fiber content, which improves digestion and prevents bloating. When the stomach and intestines are calm, they exert less pressure on the bladder, reducing the chances of false signals that trigger nighttime trips to the bathroom. Sweet potatoes also provide complex carbohydrates that encourage the release of serotonin, a brain chemical that supports relaxation and better sleep. To gain these benefits, half of a baked or steamed sweet potato eaten before 7 in the evening is enough. Preparing them without added sugar is important. Marshmallow syrups or heavy sauces can cancel out the advantages. Instead, a light drizzle of olive oil or a sprinkle of cinnamon works well. In India, boiled sweet potatoes with light spices are a common evening snack, while in the United States, baked sweet potato wedges make a gentle alternative to starchy side dishes like fries or white rice. 4. Almonds. Almonds are a valuable source of magnesium, a mineral that plays a central role in muscle relaxation. When bladder muscles are tense, they send premature signals to the brain, making you feel the need to urinate even when the bladder is not full. Magnesium helps release this tension, allowing the bladder to hold comfortably until it truly needs to empty. For seniors who wake up often at night, this small change in muscle behavior can make a meaningful difference. Almonds also contain healthy fats and protein, which help stabilize blood sugar and reduce late-night hunger. Instead of reaching for sugary snacks that disturb the body's rhythm, almonds provide calm satisfaction without stimulating the bladder. Nutrition experts recommend 8 to 10 almonds a day, either raw or dry roasted. Salted almonds should be avoided because high sodium increases thirst and leads to more fluid intake in the evening. Including almonds in the daily diet is simple. In American households, they can be eaten as an afternoon snack or added to oatmeal. In Indian homes, chopped almonds can be sprinkled over kheer, made earlier in the day, or blended into a small portion of milk consumed in the afternoon rather than late at night. This flexibility allows seniors in both cultures to enjoy the benefits without disturbing their evening rest. 5. Chamomile tea. Chamomile tea has been used for centuries as a gentle way to prepare the body for sleep, and its benefits extend beyond relaxation. Chamomile contains apigenin, a natural compound that binds to receptors in the brain, reducing anxiety and creating a mild sedative effect. For older adults, where stress and tension often heighten bladder sensitivity, this calming effect is particularly valuable. By soothing the nervous system, chamomile indirectly quiets the bladder, reducing false alarms and unnecessary awakenings. Chamomile also possesses mild anti-inflammatory properties which can help reduce irritation in the urinary tract. When the bladder lining is calmer, it sends fewer urgent signals, allowing you to sleep longer without interruption. Many seniors who switch from caffeinated tea to chamomile report significant improvements in both sleep quality and bladder comfort. The recommended amount is 1 cup, about 8 ounces consumed before 7 in the evening. Timing matters because even healthy herbal tea still adds fluid to the bladder. Drinking too late may undo the benefits. Preparing it plain without caffeine or heavy sweeteners is the best choice. For seniors in India, Chamomile is increasingly available in grocery stores and can be brewed alongside traditional evening snacks. In the United States, chamomile tea bags are common and provide a quick, convenient way to replace black or green tea in the evening. These five foods, oats, pumpkin seeds, sweet potatoes, almonds, and chamomile tea, may seem ordinary, but together they create a powerful toolkit for better sleep. They regulate blood sugar, reduce fluid overload, relax bladder muscles, and calm the mind. None of them require special preparation or high cost, only thoughtful choices made at the right time of day. For seniors in both America and India, where nights are too often disturbed by repeated bathroom trips, these foods offer hope. With consistent practice, they can restore long, peaceful nights and mornings filled with renewed energy. Better rest is not beyond your reach. It begins with the food you place on your table. 5. Foods you should avoid to prevent nighttime urination. As people move past the age of 60, many discover that foods which once seemed harmless begin to interfere with sleep in unexpected ways. Nighttime urination, often called nocturia, is one of the most frustrating of these problems. While age-related changes in hormones and bladder sensitivity play a role, dietary choices made in the late afternoon and evening frequently worsen the situation. Understanding which foods to limit can empower older adults in the United States and India to reduce nighttime interruptions and protect the quality of rest. Five common culprits are caffeine drinks, chocolate spicy meals, salty snacks, and water-rich fruits consumed too late in the day. 1. Caffeine drinks, coffee, black tea, and cola. Caffeine is one of the most widely consumed stimulants in the world. Found in coffee, black tea, cola, and many packaged beverages, it acts as both a central nervous system stimulant and a diuretic. For the brain, caffeine increases alertness and delays the onset of sleep, making it harder to fall into the deep stages of rest. For the kidneys, caffeine accelerates filtration, pushing more fluid into the bladder at times when the body should be winding down. This double effect explains why even a small cup of coffee or tea late in the day can create multiple bathroom visits during the night. The older body is especially sensitive to caffeine. Metabolism slows with age, which means caffeine stays active longer, sometimes into the early hours of the morning. In addition, bladder nerves become more reactive, so even modest increases in urine production lead to urgent signals. While many adults believe switching from coffee to black tea or cola is gentler, these drinks still carry enough caffeine to disturb sleep. For seniors, the simplest solution is to set a personal cutoff time, usually around 4 or 5 p.m., after which all caffeine should be avoided. Herbal teas or warm milk earlier in the evening provide comfort without overstimulating the bladder. 2. Chocolate is often overlooked as a source of bladder irritation, yet it contains both caffeine and theobromine, another stimulant that increases heart rate and bladder activity. Dark chocolate contains more of these compounds, but even milk chocolate can deliver enough to disturb sensitive sleepers. The effect is subtle but important. The bladder interprets small amounts of fluid as urgency, and the brain, kept alert by stimulants, is more likely to respond quickly to these signals. For older adults who enjoy chocolate as an evening treat, the result is often a night broken into 2 or 3 segments of sleep. Unlike younger years when metabolism could clear stimulants more rapidly, seniors process them, slowly leaving the bladder exposed to their effects well past midnight. Choosing to enjoy chocolate earlier in the day, ideally before lunch, allows the body time to process these compounds. Pairing chocolate with a balanced meal during daylight hours reduces the risk of unnecessary nighttime urges. 3. Spicy curry dishes and heavily seasoned foods capsaicin. The chemical that gives chili peppers their heat is known to irritate the bladder lining. Curries and heavily spiced dishes, common in Indian homes and increasingly popular in Western kitchens, often contain not only chili but also garlic, onion, and acidic tomato bases, all of which can increase bladder sensitivity. When these foods are eaten late in the evening, the irritation overlaps with the body's natural decline in bladder capacity, producing a perfect storm of nighttime urgency. Older adults also digest spicy food more slowly, which can cause discomfort, bloating, or reflux. These digestive issues increase abdominal pressure, indirectly pressing on the bladder and creating additional signals to urinate. While spices are central to cultural traditions and can offer health benefits when used moderately, timing is crucial. Shifting heavier, spicier meals to midday allows seniors to enjoy flavor without sacrificing rest. Dinner, especially after 60, is best kept light, mild, and supportive of calm digestion. 4. Pickles and salty snacks. Salt plays a hidden but powerful role in nocturia. High sodium foods, including pickles, chips, packaged snacks, and many processed items, increase thirst. To satisfy this thirst, older adults often drink more water in the evening, unknowingly setting up their bladder for a restless night. Excess sodium also causes the body to retain fluid during the day, leading to swelling in the legs and feet. When lying down at night, this fluid returns to circulation, giving the kidneys more work and filling the bladder quickly. For seniors in both America and India, salty snacks are a familiar comfort in front of the television or shared at family gatherings. Yet, this small pleasure can have disproportionate consequences. Reducing sodium intake in the evening not only supports bladder health but also benefits blood pressure and heart function. Practical alternatives include unsalted nuts, lightly spiced roasted chickpeas, or fresh fruit earlier in the day. Reading labels, choosing low-sodium versions of packaged foods, and setting a no-salt snack rule after dinner can significantly reduce nighttime trips. 5. Water-rich fruits at night. Watermelon, cucumber. Muskmelon fruits are often promoted as universally healthy, and for the most part they are. However, certain varieties carry extremely high water content, which can overwhelm the bladder if eaten at night. Watermelon, cucumber, and muskmelon are prime examples. A single serving can deliver the equivalent of half a glass of water or more, and when consumed after sunset, this fluid has little time to be processed before sleep. For an older bladder already prone to sensitivity, the rapid filling results in urgent signals, often within just a few hours of going to bed. This does not mean such fruits should be eliminated from the diet. Instead, they should be enjoyed earlier in the day, ideally before mid-afternoon. When eaten at lunch or as a midday snack, their hydration benefits support kidney health without interfering with rest. Pairing them with other foods that slow digestion, such as yogurt or nuts, also reduces the speed at which their water content enters the bladder. By adjusting timing, seniors can continue to benefit from these fruits without sacrificing sleep. Caffeine drinks, chocolate spicy curries, salty snacks, and water-rich fruits eaten too late in the evening all share one trait. They challenge the bladder when it should be quiet. Each works in a slightly different way through stimulation, irritation, or excess fluid, but together they create a cycle of restlessness that robs older adults of deep healing sleep. The good news is that none of these foods need to be abandoned completely. Instead, awareness and timing are the keys. By shifting coffee and tea to the morning, enjoying chocolate in the early afternoon, reserving spiced dishes for lunch, limiting salty snacks at night, and moving juicy fruits to earlier hours, seniors can reclaim peaceful nights. Nocturia may feel inevitable with age, but it is not beyond your influence. With small, thoughtful adjustments to evening meals and snacks, the bladder can be given the chance to rest along with the rest of the body. Better sleep, more energy in the morning, and renewed confidence are still possible even after 60. What you place on your plate and when you choose to eat, it remains one of the simplest and most powerful tools for protecting your nights. Habits to support peaceful sleep. One of the most effective ways to reduce nighttime urination is to pay attention to how and when you consume fluids. The body still needs water and fruits rich in hydration, but the timing of these choices can mean the difference between an uninterrupted night and repeated bathroom visits. Seniors in both the United States and India often drink little during the day and then compensate in the evening unknowingly, creating pressure on the bladder just when it should be quiet. By shifting most fluid and fruit intake to the morning and early afternoon, the kidneys process water while the body is active, leaving less strain for the night. After 7 p.m., it is best to taper off, taking only small sips if truly thirsty. This habit does not reduce hydration, but it helps the bladder settle into rest. Equally important is the evening meal itself. A heavy salty dinner forces the body to work long after bedtime, while also creating thirst that leads to extra water intake. When seniors consume pickles, fried foods, or heavily salted snacks late at night, they unintentionally invite both indigestion and an overactive bladder. Choosing instead a lighter dinner, eaten earlier in the evening, allows digestion to finish before sleep and keeps the bladder calmer. Meals centered on vegetables, modest portions of protein, and gentle spices reduce the risk of reflux and bloating, two hidden pressures that can trigger more urgency. Reducing sodium not only helps the bladder but also supports heart and blood pressure health, offering an added layer of protection for older adults. Finally, lifestyle habits after dinner can provide natural support for both the body and mind. A short, gentle walk after the evening meal helps blood circulation, moving excess fluid from the legs back into circulation earlier so the kidneys can process it before sleep. This simple step reduces the amount of fluid that would otherwise shift during the night. Once back home, practicing slow breathing exercises or light meditation offers a healthier alternative to drinking unnecessary fluids out of habit. Deep breathing activates the body's calming system, reduces anxiety that often heightens bladder sensitivity, and prepares the mind for rest. Seniors who adopt these routines find they can replace the urge to sip water with the comfort of relaxation, leading to fewer nighttime interruptions. Taken together, these habits, front-loading fluids and fruits earlier in the day, eating a lighter and less salty dinner, and creating a calming evening routine work, gently but powerfully, to restore peaceful sleep. They are simple adjustments, yet they give seniors confidence that nocturia is not an unchangeable part of aging. With small daily choices, nights can once again bring the healing rest the body deserves. The message is simple, yet powerful. By choosing the right foods and avoiding the wrong ones at the wrong time, you can help your bladder remain calm and steady through the night. A warm bowl of oats, a handful of pumpkin seeds, or a cup of chamomile tea in the evening can support balance while limiting caffeine. Heavy spices or salty snacks after sunset prevents unnecessary strain. These small adjustments build a foundation for long stretches of sleep, allowing you to wake refreshed with lighter mornings and more energy to enjoy the day ahead. Still, it is important to remember that no single change works for everyone in the same way. Each body carries its own history, medical conditions, and sensitivities. What soothes one person may be less effective for another, especially for those living with diabetes, high blood pressure, or kidney disease. That is why this information should be seen as a guide, not as medical treatment. Always discuss any new dietary habit with your doctor, especially if you are already taking prescribed medications or managing chronic health concerns. Guidance from a trusted professional ensures safety while you explore gentle adjustments. Now, the next step is in your hands. Try applying these habits for 3 days. Notice how your nights feel and observe any difference in your mornings. If you find improvement, share your experience in the comments by typing the word hope so others in this community know they are not alone. Your single word may inspire another senior to take control of their nights. And if you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon for updates, and share this video with friends or family who also struggle with nighttime urination. Better rest is closer than you think. It begins with the choices you make today.